Welcome to the Spilled Ink and Coffee Show, where we take book discussions to a new level.
We don't just read books, we interview them, journal about them, sip coffee, spill thoughts, and explore stories on and off the page.
Grab a cup and get cozy, because every book deserves a great conversation.
You're tuning in for laughs and a few unexpected detours on episode 39. Somewhere between coffee refills and book talk, Kasie asks Rachel one very important question. Get ready to feel the burn. I don't know what was the last books, though, that we actually talked about.
I feel very confident that the next, because we have not talked about it, and I remember we'll talk about this next time, might Feel the Burn, the Bernie Sanders mystery.
Correct. That is the one we're supposed to talk about.
All right. Then I know where I am.
It's going to be a happy, joy one. What happened with Feel the Burn?
With Feel the Burn. So Feel the Burn, it was by Andrew Shaffer. It was paperback, published by 10 Speed Press. You were kind enough to pick this up at Ollie's for me.
Last copy somewhere random on the shelf.
Yeah. So apparently it's not a series, but it's this author writes some books. Like there's an Obama mystery book. This is his shtick.
His thing is just write about famous people,
politicians who solve crimes.
Okay.
So Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders is alive and solving crime.
And still in office right now.
Oh my God. Why don't I know? Guys, I don't know politics, so you know.
Yeah. The best thing is that the picture on the cover, there's the famous picture. I believe it's Joe Biden's inauguration. It was there very cold in January in DC, and Bernie Sanders is sitting there with his mittens.
Looking, yes.
So that's what he's looking like on the cover of this book. I gave it 3 stars, just because it was silly. It was so ridiculous, but
is that the point?
I knew that. I knew this wasn't going to be a life-changing, deep. It was silly. It was a little over 200 pages, and you have Bernie Sanders and a intern solving a murder in a small town in Vermont. Champy, the Lake Champlain Loch Ness monster, whatever you want to call it, Champy, it does make an appearance.
Wow.
And that's kind of it. I mean, I said it was silly and cute. And now I want to solve crimes with Bernie Sanders. Because if you didn't like Bernie Sanders, you're going to love him after this book. He is so pleasantly crotchety and perfect.
I can't wait to get to close. So you start reading this and your first thoughts are?
I can't believe this is ridiculous. It's mainly told from the point of view of, and this is probably it's 3rd star, or 3 stars. So the intern's name is Crash.
Okay.
That's her name. So I had issues with that. I'm like, who names their kid Crash? It's fine. And so it's told from her point of view. It's 3rd person, but it's, through her eyes.
Does the name match the personality?
No, kind of, but not really. It turns out it's her hometown in Vermont that they're going to, so they end up staying at her mom's grocery store because her mom turned the upstairs of the grocery store into an Airbnb. And so Bernie is staying above the grocery store with Crash and her mom.
Okay. That's so ridiculous. I'm loving this.
The villain is Big Maple. That is not a person. So just like in Florida, if you've read any Carl Hyacin, you know that, or if you're at all, care about Florida's environment, you know that Big Sugar is huge in the Everglades in the South, and we don't like them because they turn the Everglades into farmland and pump the pesticides. So we don't like big sugar in Florida. Well, apparently in Vermont, you don't like big maple.
Of course not. Oh my God. That's so wild.
Because big maple is tapping all the trees and destroying all the trees so that there's no maple syrup anymore.
It's so interesting. My aunt is from Vermont, and she was here for a week for the wedding, and that's all she kept asking is, do you even have maple syrup here? And I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I actually put
wow
a character, Big Maple, even though it's not like a person, it's an entity. So yeah,
was that your favorite character entity?
My favorite character. It was tied between Bernie and Champy.
Okay.
So
wow, what happened with Champy?
I don't want to give that away.
Okay.
Champy's there. That's the important thing. So
you're hooked in this book right away because you got to know how it goes.
I mean, yeah, it's just you can't help but like, and then so it's like 200 pages of story and then like 50 pages of recipes. Because
recipes for what? Maple candy, maple cookies.
Yes. Hot brownies because it's a whole thing. So there's a whole bunch of recipes at the end. Yeah.
So it's a humorous writing style. It's like, what is the writing? Like, where is this guy? Who is this author?
The author is Andrew Shaffer. It does not take itself seriously. It knows exactly what it is. And it leans into that. And that's great.
Guys, he's also wrote the unofficial survival guide on how to survive a sharknado.
It's just silly. It's just silly. And
is there any characters we're not going to like?
Big Maple. You're not going to like Big Maple. Okay? They're the bad guy.
Favorite scene?
Murder by maple syrup. I'm going to leave
and that's the murder they're trying to solve.
Yes.
I'm just laughing because it's preposterous, and that's great.
And that's why it's great.
I know. The big idea about this book is what? No, don't take life serious.
Avoid big corporations. Shop with the little man. Champy's real.
Oh my gosh. I believe that. Yes. He is real.
Yeah.
It's time for quotes.
Okay.
Quotes.
Okay. This one is a little hard to read out of context, but it was so funny in the moment. It's the last part that's important. We're taking some milk out of the refrigerator to put it in our coffee. Milk. Something was off about the taste anyway. You can't trust these sell-by dates on dairy products. Cows lie.
Wow.
Yeah. The only thing that smelled worse than old men was young men. And then finally, it would take him 20 minutes to get out of his chair. Bad back? No, he just likes that chair.
I love it. Have you read anything by this author before? This is your first time. Are you going to read other stuff by this dude?
It caught my eye. It was what it was. It was funny.
And you know what? It caught your eye for a long time because that was the first time, and you just kept thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. So all of a sudden, all those books were gone except for one. You're like, Kasie, just see if there's any left.
It was the third time because it was once with you. I saw it and I put it back. I went a second time with Rebecca and I put it back. And then when you were going again, I was like, you know what? If you see it, grab it. And
guys, you put back. It was like a $2.99 book. She kept putting back.
And it was worth every penny. I don't feel cheated at all.
Are you going to recommend this book to people?
Oh, yeah, sure. Go.
Because
you need a good, politics today is insanity and ridiculous and all the things, divisive, all the big words. I mean, you gotta every once in a while look at the characters that are American politicians and laugh. And that's what this is. It's obviously it's about Bernie Sanders and you think it's going to be political. It's not. So
amazing. If Bernie had to survive the zombie apocalypse, how long would he last?
Oh, he would totally last. He would harness the power of Lake Champlain. He would recruit Champy. He would know how to tap the maple trees to help him survive, and use that maple syrup to trap the zombies. I don't worry about Bernie in the least.
Oh my God, everything. This is one of the most ridiculous, preposterous things we've ever talked about.
It's a moment. It's a moment.
It's a good moment. I love it. So guys, feel the burn, yo. Feel the burn.
Feel the burn.
I moved into Sedaris audio, Children Before Statue of Hercules. I only gave it 3 coffee cups, which is weird. I didn't want it to be this low.
But it's not. But it's not. I don't count this one as really a Sedaris book.
Yeah, because I wanted more Sedaris, because this was more like an anthology introducing readers to authors they may never have encountered. And I appreciate Sedaris's humor and his storytelling and his voice, because when these other people popped up, I was like, oh God, stop talking. I just want to hear Sedaris say any words. He could have said any words. If he read their stories for them, I might have actually enjoyed that more. They just don't resonate with me, because I get Sedaris. But the title of this book comes from a famous art piece, a painting titled Children Playing Before a Statue of Hercules, which is a really long title, guys. David Sedaris saw it in a museum, and he said he did not like the art itself, but he loved the title.
Besides Sedaris's writing, was there any other essay or short story in the collection that spoke to you, or was it just kind of not what you were looking for?
What worked for me were anthologies are great for discovery, right? And the variety of the styles and themes made it unpredictable. So I appreciated that.
Who would you recommend it to?
Anybody who is feeling like they're stuck in a rut and they want to discover someone new, then this would be for you.
What did you like about the Sedaris stories or essays?
Because it was the one story that he had, and it was about substitute teachers, and it was about school. Like, come on, that's who we are. Yeah. So when you hear this absurd story about this substitute teacher who's trying to teach these kids an alternate religion and read tarot cards, it's so great. I mean, she's just 6 times 11 is 68. It's a substitute fact from a substitute teacher, and it only applies when I'm in the room. And I'm like, yeah, I love it. Can I be that substitute?
I would love to be that substitute, especially when it comes to math.
She's like, we combine the human being and a hamster, and it's called a humpster. And I'm like, yes, let me just make up random things, teach it to a class. And when their regular teacher comes in, being like, great, guys, it's been awesome. Peace out. You learned so much. Good job. So yeah, 3 stars, guys. It's not the 2-star rule. But it's just enough to say, hey, get it so you can check off the Sedaris series tracker. Get it just so you can listen to his, his contributions. Get it to discover someone new.
Yeah.
So we'll just let that alone. Rachel, what do you got next?
Let me see. The next thing I read was Small Little Things by Claire Keegan. This is, I'm going to call it a Christmas story. It came out 2 years ago. It was an Oprah's pick for the holidays. I think it's a novella. It's 114 pages.
What was the rating?
I gave it 4 stars.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Just because I learned a lot. So it's I'm going to call it a holiday story just because it takes place around the holidays. It takes place in Ireland in the 50s, 60s ish.
Yay!
In there.
Map challenge.
Map challenge. Yeah, the main character, and I'm probably mispronouncing it because Irish names never sound like what they look like. Furlong is the main character. He's the dad. He's married to Eileen. They've got 5 daughters. He delivers wood, for fireplaces, and coal for furnaces and things like that. So it's cold in Ireland around Christmas, around the holidays, and that's his job. So he's very busy.
This is fiction, historical fiction.
Well, yes. Fiction. So I'm going to call it a historical fiction because what I learned without giving away the story, and so this is something that really happened in Ireland. There's a great afterword by the author, and then I did some more research after I read it. There were these things in Ireland called the Magdalene Laundries. And they were in convents, and it's where young girls who found themselves pregnant and not married were sent in theory to be taken care of. And then when their babies were born, the babies magically disappeared. And the girls oftentimes either died in childbirth, were never seen again, and the babies were adopted out. So this is a real thing.
How did you come across this book? First of all, you get me with Christmas, and then all of a sudden babies are disappearing in convents and little girls who are having babies are dying.
Well, that's the real history behind it.
Okay.
And so that's what's going on in the convent and so that's kind of the story. And he's looking back on, could that have been my mother? If it was for Mrs. Wilson, could that have been my mother, and could that have been me? The characters were super relatable. What the town does and doesn't talk about, it takes place around the holidays is the only reason I classify it as a Christmas book. But it's just one of those, it's a thought-provoking moment of, wow, okay. So it was interesting in that. It's super short read. Like I said, it's 114 pages, and probably about 10 of that is the explanation of behind the Magdalene Laundries. It's about Furlong and his kind of discovery of that this is what actually is going on. So it's kind of about his, and I don't want to give away the ending.
It's life reflection is what he's doing. He's having a reflection.
Right. It's coming up on Christmas. There's lots of things. He's making these deliveries to the convent. He's seeing things that look weird. Nobody in town will talk about it. And he's like through that, like reflecting on his own childhood and what he saw as a child and what he's seeing now.
So who's your favorite character in this?
The main character, Furlong. I mean, he's so kind, but at the same time so relatable. You know, he's not perfect, but he truly, he cares about his family. Like he everything is, his first thought is always for his family. And you kind of just feel with him as he goes through, looking back on where he came from and kind of where he could have been, that his mom could have been one of these girls. And it seemed to be an Irish thing, these Magdalene Laundries. So this is a very Irish story.
Wow. Is there a memorable scene or a powerful scene, or is that the one you can't tell us?
I don't want to say, but it's at the end.
Okay.
When he finally does open up the gates.
Yay. I love a big finale.
And it all comes to a head, and he sees, it's like, okay, my eyes are open now.
Wow. Well, you already said that it was thought-provoking, but did it change your mind about anything? Or did it make you go, did it question your life?
I didn't question my life, but I definitely, it made me, stop and do digging. I went to the Goog and found some really good articles on the Magdalene Laundries and kind of why they were started and how they were shut down and all the information that came with that. It was startling. So in that sense, I learned something.
Well, let's go to your
quotes. It would be the easiest thing in the world to lose everything. If you don't slow down, you'll meet yourself coming back.
Wow, that's a good one. Oh my gosh, guys, let that sit for a minute. Say it again.
If you don't slow down, you'll meet yourself coming back.
Phenomenal. Thank you, author.
So many things had a way of looking finer when they were not so close.
Because when I decorate a cake, you want to look at it from far away.
Why were the things that were closest so often the hardest to see? And then finally, and I believe this is Mother Superior speaking, she paused then and looked at him the way hugely practical women sometimes looked at men, as though they weren't men at all, but foolish dogs.
Jeez. This is a lot of power. Where's the 5th star?
I wanted more at the ending.
I was gonna say
I wanted
short.
it felt like it just ended, and I wanted what comes next.
We're recommending it.
Yeah. I'm not recommending it because I read it in the end of March.
But we should read it at a holiday time. You think it'd be more effective? We can read it anytime.
I think you can read it anytime.
Who's reading this book?
People who like to be poked when they read. That makes sense. Like, this is not just I'm going to read something fun. This is I'm going to read something a little bit deeper.
Let me tell you, this is night and day from Feel the Burn, Rachel.
Right. It's total like different. And it was all because of what was picked out of the jar. And if you like Ireland, if you like Irish culture, if you like all, this is an Irish book and it kind of celebrates that. If you like a, kind of a peek at a time where things were not great for women.
Oh, it is a movie, darling.
It is?
Yeah, I'm clicking small things like these. Yes. Drama, hour and 36 minutes. Watch it on the Hulu, plus 6 more. And
it's got the guy from
is that Killian?
Peaky Blinders.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
I love him. And Emily Watson.
This came out in 20. How did I miss this?
We both missed this. Guys, read the book first.
All right. Well, I guess I know what I need to watch.
Crazy. Well, I love it. I can't wait. That one you're giving us like 2 bangers, and I'm just like yes, look at all this awesome stuff from Rachel, and I'm just like, it was okay. Here comes my honorable mention. Even though
the next one's an honorable mention.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, like I gave it 3 stars, but even as I look back on it, it's only 2 stars, guys. I'm just going to mention it honorably. It's The Little Book of Magical Creatures by Elizabeth Pepper and Barbara Stacy, the revised edition. And I honestly was catfished by the cover 100%. The artwork and the layout are the things that really stood out to me. If you want to know about mythical creatures and all the things, then pick this book up.
So you said you probably would rate it 2 coffee cups.
Yeah, it's got the 3 stars because of the artwork in it.
And that's okay, so take the artwork out.
Sure.
What would you rate it without the artwork?
Oh, probably a 1.5.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Take the words out. What would you rate it with just the artwork?
Oh, then it would probably be a 4.
Okay.
Those were great questions to dissect my whole honorable mention.
Well, I was just curious. I mean, like, what truly makes the book? Is it especially if you're picking something up because of the artwork, or if it's a book of poetry, the style, the sound devices like this, take out the words.
I do think this would be a very useful tool if you are needing research for your fantasy writing and your world building. I do believe that. I would just fact check the what's in there just to be sure. Only because when I got to the end, you're going to die when you hear one of the sources that were cited. And this is what ended the credibility for me, because I do not accept WebMD as a source of true knowledge. And I don't feel that is a credible reference for a book on mythology and folklore.
Why are you citing WebMD?
And so right away, that questioned for me the reliability of all the other sources in the book of everything I was reading. 2 stars, and I'm done. But that was the coup de grace of why I was like, so sad.
An interesting source.
Literally. All right, give us another one, Rachel.
You want another one?
Unless you don't got time. But I think I had 2 bombs. Let's end it on something good. Oh no, she's making a face. What's the next book? How many stars? What's it called?
It's 3.
Okay.
I feel that might have been generous.
Oh no, just like I had. Generous.
Yeah, it was an arc. It was a YA arc called Girl of Lore by Melanie Dale. It was a YA fantasy.
Girl of Lore. Hold on, I want to look up this cover.
I think it might be out now because I did this back in March.
Melanie, girl. Oh, it's a paranormal. How come we were reading all these ARC paranormals this year?
I don't know.
Okay.
I said in my review that I could see a middle school girl enjoying this book. There's vampires.
Simon and Schuster.
Yeah. Some other type of... It's actually a smaller imprint of Simon and Schuster. It's actually Aladdin, which is an imprint of Simon and Schuster. It's got that thing. It's got teenage love stuff going on. And then the main character has OCD.
Tell me, like, what's the main idea and a quick little summary of what's happening? Mind you, everybody, this is a YA.
Definitely
for
YA.
sure.
I think she's actually in high school. Young girl, Nina, suffers from OCD, hears voices sometimes, and worries that she's going to do harm to her family because of her OCD and the voices that she hears in her head. She doesn't have many friends, but she forms a club at school with random people. Of course, there's some love interest stuff going on there. And they set out to discover the mysteries because this town is supposedly haunted and they have ghost tours. So she and this club set out to solve the mystery of the town. She's also adopted. So through solving the mystery of the town, she also finds out who her real parents are. She also hangs out in a crypt, and come to find out some of the OCD isn't OCD.
So let me just tell you, I'm reading about the author right now, and I'm actually a little gobsmacked because she has been the screenwriter for the anthology series Creepshow. And she is also a 5-year zombie on The Walking Dead.
Oh, good for her.
As an actor. And I'm just kind of like, so she is really immerses herself in this genre.
Like I said,
Wow.
I could see a middle school student enjoying this book. I thought there was too much. Like, there's too many different things going on, too many different plot lines. I don't know. But I like how it handled the OCD. I like how it explained it, explored it. I thought that was good. The way it was approached, the mental health aspect, I thought it was great. But it was just a lot going on. But I could see a middle school kid liking it.
Oh, she does school tours, and she comes into middle school classrooms to discuss her books.
I mean, there's nothing...
because they touch on issues like mental health and such, right?
And
right.
there's nothing in this that's inappropriate. So I wouldn't feel any sort of way recommending it to a middle schooler. It's perfectly fine as long as you are okay with, vampires. I'm glad there's, this book out there for middle schoolers.
Right. And she's got a couple other ones out there that seem like they're more self-help through fiction.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like that might have been her intent here.
I would definitely feel like that was, yeah. I mean, I feel like aside from writing a book about vampires and whatnot, I feel like it was also there so people could learn about OCD.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's that was that.
So because it's everywhere and it's vampires, would this have been a better graphic novel?
Yeah.
Because this is how you're describing it to me. Yeah. And what I'm listening to, what I visualize is actually going through a graphic novel.
I think it would be.
So I hope you're
listening. It would make a really good graphic novel.
Yeah. I find in some of the things that we've been reading lately that are arcs or that have been YA, that they're not, and I gotta go back to Dylan West and the Moles, because his would have been great as a graphic novel or a children's book with, visual.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of the Moles, in that episode, in that podcast, I talked about, a little bit about, this is what it reminds me of. And I said it reminded me of Salty. And
yes.
Okay. So I just listened to, was it last month or this month? I don't remember. I just listened to Dinner for Vampires. It's a memoir by Bethany Joy Lentz, who was on One Tree Hill. And she was in a cult. Anyway, and a very like weird Christian situation. But she talks about how when she was a child, like you could look up the Salty videos, and she was in the Salty plays. And I was oh my gosh.
Oh my!
Tell Kasie this because we just talked about it on one of the episodes.
Are you a vampire, Rachel? Because that's really where I'm headed.
I don't think so. I mean, I like my steak medium rare, but I don't want it bloody.
I feel like you're salty vampire, Rachel.
Oh, I mean, a blue singing songbook.
It's a blue singing songbook. I wrote down Dinner for Vampires. I'm going to check that out along with Magdalene's Laundry.
It's a great audio because she reads it. And she's got a beautiful singing voice. So there's a little bit of singing in there.
Really?
Yeah. It's a really, I enjoyed it. I resonated with a lot of it. I think because of how, I grew up in church and all of that. There was a lot of similarities. So.
That is so wild.
Yeah, only she fell into like a crazy cult. So,
guys, Rachel did not fall into a crazy cult.
No, not that I know of, anyway. But
no, unless you call like reading lots of books and talking about them.
I mean, there's that. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. I mean, that's a big problem, but it's a problem. So yeah,
correct. We're just not vampire gang people.
No,
just not who we are. Amazing.
Not who we are.
All right. Well, that's the ink, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
That's a wrap. Time to close the book on today's episode. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Kasie. If you had fun, hit the like, follow, and subscribe. Make sure you click on the bell icon.
You can also email us at spilledinkaandcoffeeshow@gmail.com. Send us your questions, tell us what you're reading, or share what we should dive into.
Until next time, keep your coffee hot
and your pages turning.
Bye, guys.